students, welcome to my Indian Corporate Law lecture series. Today we are going to study a new concept. Hope you remember our previous classes. It is formation of company consisting of three stages: promotion stage, incorporation stage, and commencement stage. In that, we completed this promotion stage as well as the promoter. And in today's class, we are going to take up with incorporation stage. So incorporation stage is nothing but the registration of the company. The actual registration will take place in this stage. So that is the stage in which a legal birth is given to the company. And in the Companies Act 2013, there are two types of companies. One is public company and another one is private company. Along with these two categories, so we have the two subcategories like limited and unlimited companies. So limited means the member's liability is limited to the specified things. Unlimited company, here the liability of members is unlimited. They will be personally held liable for the affairs of company. So here the promoters has to decide which category of company they are interested to float. So this should be decided by the promoter at the time of registration of a company or at the incorporation stage. The stages in incorporation, there are different stages or steps under incorporation stage. The first one, application for the name. In this stage, the promoter has to inquire about the availability of name. For example, so there are different conditions for naming a company. ಒಂದು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪಾಪುಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೆಸರು ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ನೇಮ್ ಇಡುವಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಸ್ there should not be any other company registered with the same name. So ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹೆಸರು ನೀವು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಸೇಮ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗಳು ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ is to apply for the inquiry about the availability of name, whether this proposed name is available to register or not. So this should be confirmed by the promoter along with requisite fee and document. Of course, so this application should be supported by the fees prescribed as well as document. And the second step is filling documents. So here there are various documents to be filled by the promoters as well as the first directors of the company. So here let us see this step in detail. So in a document, the first thing is Memorandum of Association. As is specified under section 7(1)(a), so it should be attached with the application. Memorandum of Association as well as Articles of Association. These two are the basic documents for any company, and we are going to learn these two documents in detail. So, Memorandum of Association is the life-giving documents to the company, the basic information for the formation of company. So, it contains the details like name of the company, registered place of the company, objective of the company. All these things contained in Memorandum of Association. And the second one, Articles of Association. So this is the supporting document to the memorandum. So here they are going to mention how they are going to manage the company. The company start ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಹೇಗಿರ್ತವೆ. So these things are specified in articles of association. Then prescribed declarations. The various declarations they need to provide. So these declarations are like uh, the declaration provided by the chartered accountant or cost accountants or the advocates regarding the books of accounts before starting a company. Company start ಆಗುವ ಮೊದಲು, so in the promotion stage, so what are the books of accounts that they have maintained? So these should be declared by the professionals like auditors or advocates or cost accountants and so on. And uh, the first directors. So first director's name is mentioned in a basic documents, and he should give the declarations here. The first directors will become very special for the formation of company, and his declaration should be given. Affidavit of subscribers and first directors. So affidavit of subscribers. So their willingness to subscribe the shares. ಸೊ ಅವರ ವಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. So first director's name and his affidavit that he is interested to become first directors of the company. Correspondence address. So as the company is not at form, so they should specify the corresponding address with whom the registrar of the company has to correspond. Particulars of subscribers. The details of subscribers, their address, the name and residential address, nationality, and each and everything should be specified. Particulars of the first directors. The first directors, as I told, very special to the formation of company. So his details should be attached. So directors will be given in a special number, director identification number. So this should be provided along with the details and the proof of director. Consent to act as a directors and particulars of interest. So consent of others to act as a directors. So particular person, Mr. A. So he is going to be appointed as directors of company. So in that situation, consent of other subscribers or the members of the company to appoint him as a director along with his interest. What is the remuneration payable to these directors? So this should be specified. So these are all the things or the document associated with in incorporation stage. So the first one, application for a company, and second one, filling document. While filling document, so these are all things should be considered. And the third one, registration stage. So this is the stage wherein which the company is actually going to be registered. So here registration means placing the company's name in the register of company. So ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ನೇಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ can enter the name of company in a book of registrar of companies only after checking the legal formalities. So like whether the object of the company is right or wrong, whether it is legal or illegal, or whether the documents submitted, memorandum, articles of association, whether it is in the proper form or not, or the declaration, whether or affidavit, whether it is in the right form or not. So these things should be checked by registrar of the company. So after checking all the legal formalities, so he will place the company's name in the book of registrar of companies. So after entering the company's name, the registration process is over. So even then, so they should pass through one more stage called issue of certificate of incorporation. So in this stage, after fulfilling all the legal formalities, the registrar will name or enter the company's name in the registrar of company's book. After that, this registrar will issue a certificate called a certificate of incorporation. So this certificate of incorporation is specified under section 7 subsection 2, approved to carry on the business. So this certificate approves the company to start its business, to commence its business. So here this certificate also include CIN. So CIN abbreviation is corporate identity number. So this is an unique number for all the companies. So this unique number is considered as corporate identity number or registration number of company. And maintenance and preservation of documents. So once the company is registered with the register of company, the company has to maintain all the uh, 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 documents with the registrar, and he has to preserve these documents with the registrar till the death of company. So here death means dissolution of company. ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಲೋಷರ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಓಪನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ, ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಸಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಜಾತಕಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗುವವರೆಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ನೇಮ್, filling documents, registration, and issue of certificate of incorporation. Of course, one more certificate was there earlier, that is certificate of commencement, but the Companies Act 2013 abandoned this certificate. Certificate of incorporation is enough to commence the business. And what are the legal effects of certificate of incorporation? So your legal effects means the changes legally. So what are the things will change legally? So we remember that, so after promotion stage we have studied the legal effects of promotion. So in that stage we learned that company don't have a separate legal entity. In that stage the company don't have legal existence, but after completing the incorporation stage the company will get legal identity. So here onwards the company is a separate person. So company is having separate legal identity. So we can do the business in the name of company after the incorporation stage. Subscribers will become members. Were signed in the memorandum as the subscribers to the shares will become members now. Company's date of birth. So company's incorporation date is the date of birth to the company. Memorandum as well as articles of association binding on the company and members. So here onwards the members and companies should act according to the rules and regulations specified in memorandum as well as articles. The liability of the members will start as specified in the memorandum, whether it is limited or unlimited liability. Again, if it is limited, whether it is limited to the shares or limited by guarantee. So ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಲಯಬಲ್. ಅವ್ರ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಆದಂತ ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Personally held liable or an unlimited liability. Company acquires perpetual succession. We have started company with the assumption that the company will survive for a indefinite period. For an indefinite period of time, our company will exist. So that is our assumption under perpetual succession. And the last one, company can start business. So actually, after getting incorporation, certificate of incorporation, they can start actual business. So they can start acquiring the assets. They can start purchases, sales, whatever the transactions, they can start now. So these are all the legal effects of certificate of incorporation. Legal changes after getting certificate of incorporation. So here's a statement that conclusiveness of certificate of incorporation. So this indicates even if the certificate of incorporation is wrongly issued, the company's existence will remain unaffected. For example, so you can refer the case, Peel's case. Here they are telling that conclusiveness. That means certificate of incorporation is the final one. So after getting certificate of incorporation, so we cannot doubt regarding the company's registration. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So it is the final document. So in Peel's case, memorandum was materially altered after the signatories signed but before registration. Here it's a very big fraud because memorandum of association is a very basic document. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲಿ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ಡ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಲ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಟರೀಸ್ ಸೈನ್ಡ್. ಸಿಗ್ನೇಟರೀಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾದವರು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಲ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈವನ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಅನ್ಚೇಂಜ್. ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ conclusiveness of certificate of incorporation. So even if this certificate of incorporation issued by mistake, so the legal existence will not affect the company. So I hope you remember the formation of company stages. The first one, promotion; second one, incorporation; and the third one, commencement stage. So we learned these two things, promotion as well as incorporation stage. So let us see the last stage, commencement stage. So in commencement stage, we have two steps: filling prescribed declarations again and filing verification of registered office. So in filling prescribed declaration, there are 2 points: the payment by the subscribers. So in the earlier stage, either in the memorandums or in the declarations, so subscribers should specify the number of shares they are going to purchase. ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್. ಅವರು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. 10 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ 10 ಶೇರ್ಸಿನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And the second thing, paid up capital. So here is a limitation for paid up capital specified in section 11(1)(a). Then this section specifies that, so if it is for a private company, a private company adre paid up capital should not be less than 1 lakh rupees. A private ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 1 lakh rupees ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು at the stage of commencement. And if it is for a public company, the paid up capital should not be less than 5 lakh. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆದರೆ 5 lakh rupees-ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. And the second one, filling verification of registered office. So here in this stage they should file the physical registered office of the company. So company office na address galanna they should file with the registrar under section 11(1). So this is the commencement stage. There are only two steps: filling prescribed declarations specifically with respect to subscription by the subscribers, and the second one, verification of registered office. So here they are going to verify whether actually in that place if there is a company or ಪುಂಜಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಂಜಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ. So that is filing verification of registered office. So recall the formation stages: promotion stage, incorporation stage, and commencement. If they ask a section under C sectionally questions ಬಂದ್ರೆ, so you should answer, I should write all the 3 steps of formation. So you remember the steps in promotion stage: discovery of business idea, detailed investigation of idea whether there is viable or not, and assembling the resources for the project, and finally financing the project. And in the incorporation stage, so we have an application for the name and filling documents, actual registration, and issue of certificate of incorporation. And in the commencement stage, we have 2 steps: filing prescribed declarations and filing verification of a registered office of the company. So all these steps you should write for the formation of company. Along with these things, you can write some aspects of promoter. So hope you understood the steps in formation of company. Thank you for watching. Take care and happy life.